Hey, Erica here. Today I'm going to share with you a little bit of my design process for websites and logo designs. Even if it's a semi-custom website, or a website redesign, the process is still pretty much the same. They only vary a little bit depending on if the customer wants additional items or if they already have a logo, or if I'm designing both at the same time. Also, this process is different from my custom branding design process and my social media branding and custom did I already say custom content? I can't remember. But anyways, they do vary from branding projects that I do for just YouTube branding, such as the watermark, the end slate, and the banner, versus, the full-on logo, 3 to 5 variations, all that. But I'll dive into that further. Keep watching. First thing that I like to do is get to know about the customer, their business, and what exactly they have in mind. Because I will actually infuse bits and pieces of the customer's personality into a logo design, into a website design. So it's very important for me to get a good vibe of what aesthetic they want. Are they luxury, classic, modern, trendy, bright, bubbly, not so much? I have to be able to feel that out during those initial calls, and also during the questions that I ask. Based on the questions that I ask, then I can move on to the next phase. The next thing that I like to do to get to know what exactly the client has envisioned for their new website or their logo is to make a shared Pinterest board that me and the client can see. Now, obviously, for my male clients, they don't really have Pinterest. Not knocking Pinterest for male men that use Pinterest, but my clientele that are men, they're not on Pinterest. They're not going near Pinterest. They have no desire. They pretty much give me my creative freedom. They let me know, hey, I like this and this from these other brands that they've admired for a while, and then they let me hit the ground running with what I want to do. But for my female clients, we will have a shared Pinterest board, and they collaborate, I collaborate, and then we can get a good feel of, okay, are these the type of images that she's thinking, that she likes? Does this reflect her brand? So here's the secret board on Pinterest for this client. We pinned a lot of blue, a lot of gold, white, cream. I threw some pink in there just to see was she gonna like pink or not. We ended up not using it, but it was just cool to see it as inspiration, just to see how the contrast. She got married recently last year, so some of the images, and I don't know what color she used in her wedding, but I thought it was so cute. Blue, gold, white, and the little girls are in a wedding. I just thought that was so cute. But yeah, I definitely, tried to stick with a more open, more inviting feel. So a lot of the images here definitely convey that. And then from there, I can actually put together the initial mood board for her to review to see, am I on track? So from what the customer indicated earlier in the calls, and then also from images, on Pinterest, on the secret board, I then put together this initial mood board for her to review. So there's lots of gold, blue, open and warm, inviting, kind of like her personality. In my mood boards, I like to throw in like a foil element. I just wanted to show you real quick, like a foil instead of an actual color, because gold foil is not a color. Gold is a color. But that's what I like to do. It's something that makes, just some quirky thing I like to do. And then I put my logo on it, just so, when she shares it, it's just brand awareness, all that. Anyways, so yeah, I put together the mood board, and it's really exciting. It's something nice for me to have as a reference to use, and something, nice for her to have as well. And I have redone a mood board before for a client when, I thought she wanted one thing, and I was like, no, I like this, but not that. So I did have the ability to tweak it. Then, after the mood board, after getting a feel for what the client wants for her logo or website or both based on her feedback from the mood board, I can really hone in on the concepts I've already been putting together and make them even more of what she wants. So for a logo, it would be 3 to 5 concepts that I'm going to present to the client. And then for the website design or website redesign, it's going to be one draft with everything we've discussed. So after I sent over the mood board, I put together initial concepts. In another video on my YouTube channel, I did show a side-by-side video of what the before and after of this redesign looks like. But I'll just show you really quick what I put together based on the mood board, what she said before, and all that good stuff. So I incorporated the gold foil boxes. She likes a lot of geometrical shapes, I should say. A lot of white space, kind of like in the pictures as well, very open. This picture was a lot darker, but you can see it in another video on my channel. Lots of white space. We ended up using a pattern, some patterns that we had pinned. I ordered them on her behalf from that designer, and yeah, it was a beautiful thing. When you, this is the live site now, but you click on it and up more information pops up. The hover effect is really cool. Added in the testimonial section. She didn't have that on her old site. Definitely gave the contact us section a facelift as well. But yeah, I just added in, more open space, a lot more warm and inviting. I feel like it's inviting for her clientele. So that's the initial concept I sent over, basically. So then is the first round of revisions. Everything that they've said they wanted updated or changed, I go through, change it. Then I send them the updated concept with the updated concept email. Any more changes that you'd like, please be honest. This is your brand. I love to end my emails with that. Please be honest. This is your brand. I would hate for someone to lie to me and say they like it and then, badmouth me. I would rather them tell me during the process, okay, I don't like how this is going. Please change that. I have no problem with that. So then they look at that concept. They come up with more changes or updates, or maybe they have new information they want to give me. For example, this client, she got a new testimonial during the process. So she gave me that testimonial for me to add to her site for her. And that was a new section that we added to her site that wasn't on her old site. So added that in. Then you send that again to the client. Hey, your initial concept's ready. These revisions have been made. Please review at your earliest convenience. Thank you. They'll get back to me. And then once it's approved, it's time for launch. And then I make this thing. So once it's approved, I put together a brand board of the redesign, tying it all together. This is her logo she had made previously, and then, my favorite fonts together, Railway and Better Together, demo, saying website redesign. So it has a portion of the mood board, some of the images that really captured the vibe we were going for. I put the patterns there that we used, color palette, those tones of blue, the gold, yellow that she wanted, the 3 fonts that we used on the site, and then different elements of the site, that gold unlock button, that tone of blue, click here, that matches that color, which matches that pattern. This pattern over the hovering buttons, at the very bottom of the site, the texture, the pattern we put at the bottom of the site. Just a beautiful thing that came together. I also used, let me just go back real quick. On the testimonial section right here, we used that same gold tone that she has in her logo right here, and we used it there as well. So everything tied together, all the little details. Now this blue was not on that mood board or that brand board, but it actually is a tone of that other blue. So it works. It did not clash with the whole site. When you get to her site, it goes blue, gold, blue. So it works out, a different tone of blue. If I had used that darker blue, I think it would have been too dark to see against that grayish tone. So it all worked out. Yeah. And then, you know, the front page of the website. And then my contact info down here. But yeah, I put together a brand board. You know, took a portion of the mood board to put together the brand board. And this is really cool. She can use this for her reference. That way, her brand across the board, when she does social media posts and stuff like that, she can use the same fonts, the same colors. This really helps the customer. When everything is said and done, the client may want additional items after the website's launch. Now that they have the website launch, they might want to update their business cards with the new website name. They might want to update their social media banners. So if they want business cards, an advertisement, or posters, flyers, things of that nature, they would request it at that time. And they usually do. People always want more. So I wanted to show y'all her. Yeah, so she wanted a business card. Put it together for her. This is the back of the card. Sorry, my mom was calling me. And then this, let's see. I'll show y'all the front of the card really quick. Okay. This is the front of the card. We use that same pattern. Same pattern on the back of the business card. Same color that's on the, you know, brand board. And also she got an ad as well, a quarter-page ad. Open that for y'all to see. So this is a congratulatory ad. She's sponsoring a family member in a modeling pageant, so she wanted something, and you know, I put that together for her. Same pattern, same colors, same font. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Hey, Erica here. Today I'm going to share with you 6 things that I like about Wix. Enjoy!